Hey guys, how's it going? What's going on? My name's Zaysky Do It. I'm here talking about some options trading, some Robinhood. We're gonna get small account people started up for a low price. It's gonna be a 5-minute video. We're just gonna talk about a few things. We're going to start off with options. So we're going to talk about options for a little bit. What is options trading? What does it entail? We're going to talk about Robinhood. Obviously, next we're going to talk about how to get set up with Robinhood, what you're going to need, what that's going to look like. Then we're going to move on to small account strategy. We're going to talk a little bit about risk management. We're going to talk a little bit about the realistic side of trading and why people end up losing and blowing accounts and things like this is why you're scared to get started, right? That's what we're going to talk about. And then lastly, we're going to finish off with my favorite picks, the picks that I've been going with. Obviously, right now I have a 71% win rate. I've been trading for 8 days now, but I've studied stocks for years. Somebody who's always been interested, just never had the capital to get started. And so a week ago, I actually got started on options trading. And so since then, I've won 20 trades, lost 8 trades. And so we're going to get in a look at that. I'm just going to put something on the screen that's going to show you guys my wins and losses. You guys can look at my profit and everything like that too, because I want to be transparent. But yeah, so what is options? So options trading is basically buying a contract. You're buying a contract that says, I think this stock will go up or I think this stock will go down, right? So if you want to buy a long call, that would be betting on the stock to go up. If you want to buy a long put, that would be betting on the stock to go down, right? So a put and a call are the two terms you're going to hear that you're going to look for. And so what you're basically doing is you're going in and you're setting a long call or a put at a certain strike price to try to hit that strike price, that strike within a certain amount of time. So based on a certain amount of time, which is based on the contract that you buy, it's going to be obviously a lot more expensive when the contracts are farther away because you have more time to hit that strike price, right? So yeah. All right, we're back and we're ready to move on. So we're going to move on to phase two. We're going to go into Robinhood. So what is Robinhood? We're going to talk a little bit about what you need for Robinhood, what it actually is, and then obviously like the negatives and positives of Robinhood compared to some of the other brokerages you can go through. So it's also good for somebody who wants to keep it easy with trying to stay disciplined, right? So if you guys are trying to have an easy way to set your stop loss or an easy way to do those type of things, it's going to be very easy through Robinhood, right? So we can move into small account strategy. Like small account, I'm talking about we want to have at least $500 worth of capital to $1,000 worth of capital if we're trying to grow this account fast, right? Because we want to be able to put in trades that are going to make us money back, right? But even if you only have $100, you can still do this. What I did is I started out, I I got my lump sum of money, which was $500, and I grew it over the week doing options trading right off the bat. But I put some of my money also into a Roth IRA. So what I did is I put $120 in a Roth IRA. I put it up, put some stocks on it, and those are going to grow over time. But I also have the options trading working for me just in case, and it's kind of like a fallback, right? If you're not familiar with what a brokerage is basically a way for you to invest your money into the stock market, right? So you can look at stocks through TradingView or Trade Locker or anything like that, but you can also use a brokerage, and that's going to actually let you to put your money into the stocks, right? So Robinhood's a really good one, I think personally, because it's the best for beginners. It lays it out the easiest. It's going to tell you how to set it up. It's going to give you the option to do options trading. You're going to have to put in some information about your experience with it, and then it's going to allow you to. You're going to be approved. You're going to be able to trade options and things like that, right? Try to take 20% and put it into a Roth IRA just so you have some money. It's going to continue to grow. But yeah, that's my small account strategy. Continue to use options to push it up, calls and puts. But let's talk about my favorite four picks, right? So I got some picks. So for number one, right, this is my favorite pick by far. I've actually made probably $300 on this stock in a week, right? U Q Q, guys. Guys, if you do not know what QQQ is, Invesco QQQ, they have been trending very, very well over this 2025 year. I just say keep an eye out for them. They're definitely one that you want to have in there. Definitely one you want to continue to look at. It's an index fund as well as the SPY, which tracks the S&P 500. So if you guys are familiar with the S&P 500, this is gonna exactly mirror that. So be looking out for the SPY. But let's go into some companies, right? I got some favorite companies too, right? Nvidia, technology-based company. Not new. They've been around the block. They're here and they're very consistent. You'll see them around the 100, 110 range in this 2025 year, but they're shooting up through the roof. And I think today they actually went up a few dollars as well. Keep on the lookout for Nvidia. They're also a really good stock, but we can't miss out with this next one. Apple. Come on, guys. Apple. This is Apple. It's a good ticker. It's a really high volatile stock in the morning, in the beginning of the day. So you got to watch. And these all are really. when the market goes on, the market tends to become calm. But at the start of the day, the market's really volatile, and that's where people like me tend to make the money. So I do all my trading within a day, right? So day trading is getting an options contract for a time period of 1 day. So you're trading an options contract for a time period of 1 day. So the options contract is going to have a lot of money in it, obviously, and it's going to be moving very volatile. You're basically just trading for 1 day, right? It's just it's day trading, right? Compared to if you want to trade for 6 months and have an options contract, that's also trading. It's just not day trading, right? So yeah, and it always depends on your risk. Whatever you're comfortable to put that in, and whatever you're comfortable losing, put that up. Risk and get reward. But be confident in your trades. I'm gonna be starting a Discord, so if you guys want to get in the Discord, if you guys are interested in something like that, let me know. Reach out to me. I could set that up and have you guys in it. We'll be sending trades in there, daily trades, which companies I'm gonna go with. If I'm being honest, it's been looking like these. Like these are some great companies right here that you guys definitely need to keep your eyes on. But if you guys want a little bit more information, you guys can pick my brain, think about what I'm thinking when I'm in a certain point in the market. Um, then let me know. We'll get you in the Discord and we can get that started as well. But for now, it's been Zaysky Do Trades, and yeah, this is the first course.